Welcome aboard the Disneyland
Railroad. For a safe
Hello, everyone.
ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland.
Hello friends, as a reminder, please make sure we are staying seated at all times. The train is in motion. Once again, please remain fully seated while this train is in motion. Thank you.
Marching band hype!
We're now steaming forward into the future.
That's a Disney Performing Arts Showcase. My marching band never did that, which is sad. But basically what it is marching bands can pay money. They pay money, they get admission to Disneyland, and then they get to perform 2 times a day. One in the morning/afternoon, and then one in the evening and nighttime for the parade. So I'm gonna get out here at Tomorrowland Depot, Tomorrowland Station, and go watch them. I might go on the monorail later.
If you're into soaring spaceships, doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the
I'll watch any marching band after being in one, even if it's not the one I was in.
right now. If you're leaving us here,
You're looking for a real good marching band. Similar to it is DCI, which is no woodwinds, just brass. So, just brass instruments.
have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight.
And percussion. Those guys are like top notch.
Alrighty, fans, as we're approaching the station, please remember to remain fully seated until this train has come to a full and complete stop. Tomorrowland is your stop for Space Mountain, Autopia, the Monorail, the Matterhorn, Buzz Astro Blasters, and much more. Once again, please remain.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get off here. I wasn't gonna ride all the way down, but since there's a marching band here, I want to watch. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Now I'll explain in a little more detail. The Disney Community Arts Showcase is a program where groups can come and perform. Preferably they like marching bands. There also are similar things where you can go to Disneyland, also do workshops where regular bands or orchestras can do workshops where they go on the back. They meet with meet with conductors who do like Disney movies, and then they get to experience what it's like recording. So they'll have like the headphones on, and they'll get to play their instruments. And then of course they get to spend the day at Disney. And then some groups do what's called Music in the Parks, which is an outside organization where you go to a local school in the area, you perform. There are 2 types of performances, rating and competition. And then you go to a certain theme park. And you go to a theme park, you spend the day there, and then you do your awards. You do it at places like Disneyland, Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm, SeaWorld, and each year a different host school is chosen, and it's mainly band. There are orchestras, jazz bands that perform. There are a few choirs that perform in it too. So that is something to watch. I did it when I was at Knott's Berry Farm, and I also did at Disney, which I enjoyed. We're gonna go try and catch that Disney Community Arts Showcase. But Monorail and Railroad are back in action. Now, I will teach you I can teach you some very basic marching band commands that I learned. So the first one is going to be marking time is basically your heels are at the 45 degree angle, and then you're just moving your heels up and down while in place. You do that you do that in two instances when you are starting a march. You're starting to march in formation, like walking to the football stadium or walking down a parade. They'll say mark time mark, you do that. Or when you're doing your competition and you have on your drill sheet, you have a hold in place, you're doing that so it looks like you're moving. Second one is one of the dress commands is dress center dress is basically kind of hard, but basically you put your fist like this and then you put your other hand around the fist and you put in the middle, sort of like you're playing an instrument. And then rest or center as they call it is in the middle, and then relaxed is just you're relaxed, you don't have to do that anymore. Then another one is called band 10 high, or however each band says it differently, but basically it means it's your attention. And then like the military for it, marching bands like the military, so you always say you're always dismissed. You're always dismissed by your drum majors, so you have to say ma'am and or sir. And then when you're at competitions, you have to say thank you, and then just say all the positions. So the person in charge of the color guard, you can say the person in charge of the color guard, the person in charge of the drum majors, as well as the percussion section leader.
Hello everyone. Disney Imagination Campus proudly presents a special guest performance along the parade route. Under the direction of Donald Heaton, Roxana Jimenez, Aiden Castro, Camila Herrera, and Eileen Brown. And coming to us from Nogales, Arizona, please give a warm
all those names are the drum majors, as well as the
Marching Band.
usually say the band director's name as well as the drum major's names. My instrument was clarinet when I did marching band. Clarinet's best instrument. And this is what's called your color guard. So in the front, you usually have the drum major with the baton. Then your other drum major is basically playing whatever instrument they are. So usually they don't play an instrument when they're conducting, but for parades they play their instrument. You can be any instrument for a drummer. It doesn't have to be percussion. So as long as you're in the band, you can apply to become a percussion. And there's other positions. Usually quartermasters usually help with loading and unloading for certain things for your competitions. And then the group in front with the pom-poms, that was like most likely a school cheer team. And in the back with the flags is the That is the color guard. Now, color guards are part of the marching band. Cheer teams are separate. And parades, color guards usually they have flags under school colors, or unless they have a special flag they use, like with their athletic logo on it or the school's crest on it, like similar to be what a family coat of arms. Essentially, they'll follow the parade route. They'll get to enjoy Disneyland, and then they'll do one more performance at nighttime. Last time my high school did it was 2010 and 2011 before I joined. Way before I joined. I was in middle school when they did it last. Hello everyone. It's Nogales High School from Arizona. This does cost money. Disneyland does not provide this for you.
Susan, let's go left into Pixie Hollow.
Now they do give you a little discount or preferred rates on tickets, but this does cost you money. So if you want your marching band to do this, consider raising the funds to do so. Certain days of the week obviously can be cheaper in price because it's lower tier. People in the jackets or suits, those are Disney Imagination Campus. Those are Disney employees that specifically do this. I'm just gonna follow them. You don't have to play Disney music, however most of them do because there's a parade. You can play whatever music you want as long as it's appropriate for Disney. Essentially, they follow the entire parade route. Then later, at nighttime, they'll do it in reverse. This is sort of like the Rose Parade, but except there's Disneyland, you don't have to pay. I mean, and you don't have to like audition. You submit a bunch of paperwork online and stuff. So you want your band to do it, help raise the funds because it does cost quite a bit. Especially if you come from out of state because you got to do hotels and all that stuff. like the flag's already lowered for the day. They'll go backstage. They will then do this again in return when they go. Nighttime, they'll do it in return. So if you do come from out of state, you most likely have to get a hotel room, unless you're local, like Orange County, LA County, San Diego, Riverside, etc. Their backstage, I believe, is the same as the Disneyland Marching Band. One over here for when they end. So when they're done, they're gonna mark time. Then they'll stop, and then the drum majors will dismiss them. So that's how it happens when you end. Disneyland does not provide the instruments for them. You have to basically bring everything with you, your instruments, your flags and stuff for color guard. They'll keep playing until they go past the gates, and then they'll close the gates, and then they'll finish.
I told her it's
Well, now they're gonna probably be. Now they'll probably be marking time, which is heels at the 45 and putting them up and down. And then the drum majors will go ahead and call the band to attention, and then they will dismiss them, and they say thank you, and then ma'am or sir, professionally, however many people are in the marching band, however many drum majors they have. They might have two, might just have one, or in some cases at competitions you have to basically say thank you to the drum major, or plural drum majors, and then the percussion section leader, and as well as the head of the color guard. Once you've done that, you are released, and then you do whatever you need to do. So that was a look at the Disneyland Railroad, and as well as the Nogales High School Marching Band. I saw it on the road, and I'm like, I have to watch it. I wanted to do it when I was in marching band, but we never did parade because for some reason. But I've always wanted to do it. Now, last part of the stream, I'm going to show you how to do a fuel rod. One is by scanning the QR code with the app. This one is WDCA14, so Walt Disney, California 14. Now, I gotta find mine. Now, The new ones have the power light like this. You can charge it with a USB-C. However, I bought an adapter. They give you one, but my other one, I broke it. So I had to buy one off Amazon. But literally, just click swap. Put it in how it says. And then, bada bing. Spit you out a fresh one, and there's your phone charged. So I'm going to end the stream here. Just wanted to show you the marching band as well as mainly the railroad. Might do a separate stream later for the monorail, but gonna actually ride some rides. Only ride I've been on so far is Explorer Canoes. But yeah, but I will see you later.